Hello folks, happy Monday. How are ya? How you all doing? How was your weekend? What did you all get up to? Did you get up to anything exciting? Did you manage to kind of get out and dodge the odd shower? Because they were a little bit horrific. How are you all? I ended up doing lots of stuff this weekend actually, but mainly in the whole I ended up cleaning out my loft, or starting to clear out my loft. I've still got a long way to go, and organising all of the pantomime costumes that I have in the loft. There are so many costumes. So I've kind of resisted the temptation to go through them all. And try them on and prat about with them, which I normally do. So I've resisted that, but I have actually started clearing some space and organising those costumes. And I found some of my memory books up in the loft as well. So every year I collect like tickets and programmes to things I've been to or anything like that, and I found a load of them. So again, I just tidied them and didn't and cleared out the stuff I didn't want, and I managed to resist the urge to sit there and look through like years and years worth of memories. I will do one day, but this weekend was not it. So how you all doing? Hi Lynn, hi Diane, hi Emma, glad you're good. Hi Tabitha and Jocelyn. Oh, Jocelyn, I bet you're very excited. I think it's your birthday this week, isn't it? Hi, Joe. How you doing? Excellent. How did you guys get on with your weekend challenge? Did anyone else make any bunting for VE Day, or are you going to make it this week for Friday? I'm so excited. I've got my my vintage dress all lined up and everything. Be great. Hi, Helen. Nice to see you. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, I managed to watch, I have watched it like 100,000 times before, but I managed to watch Wall-E this weekend, which we watched after we lounged out on the sofa after a massive roast dinner. So that was very, very good. And for the adults out there, I've watched a film called Apostle on Netflix. It's a little bit gory, definitely an adult film, but was really good. I really enjoyed it. Hi, Imogen. Yes, Lynn, costumes are a massive job. I know exactly what you're talking about there. Imogen, you guys had a nice walk. Oh, and a big roast. Yeah, I had a massive roast dinner. It was really nice. Really, really good. Diane, you ordered some watercolour paper. Excellent stuff. Good. So this week, as I said, we're going to do expressive drawing. Let me put you guys up here so I've got my hands free. Now, expressive drawing is kind of what it says on the tin, really. But it's to kind of get your drawing loosened up and to get you thinking about drawing not as it has to look like the perfect picture. It has to look like exactly like what I'm drawing in front of me. It has to technically be good. It's more about mark making. It's literally that. It's about making a mark on the page. So it doesn't have to be technically good. It doesn't have to look like something specific. It doesn't have to look realistic. So we're going to do lots of different mark making this week, lots of different expressive drawings to try and loosen up your drawing a little bit. Because when people are drawing, they tend to get really, really close to the page and they're like this, and you kind of focus on one bit and you forget the whole picture. This is going to kind of bring you out of that and loosen it up a little bit. That's the idea anyway. That's the idea of what we're doing. So hopefully you guys have got something round. I've got a plate, but hopefully you've got something round that you can draw. And we're just going to use it as a template to draw around on the page. What else? Oh, Imogen, you had toffee cheesecake. Cheesecake's my favourite dessert. That makes me very jealous. Hi Cheryl, how you doing? Hi Katie. Katie's made her bunting. Excellent stuff. Harvey's 21st is on Friday. Excellent. They made a bank holiday just for his birthday. I've got another 2 people who I know whose birthday's on Friday as well. Obviously they're celebrating in style. Excellent. So let's crack on. So hopefully you guys have got a piece of paper and something round to draw around. I've got a plate. I'm going to use felt tips so that you guys can see me, but you can use a pencil, you can use a pen, you can honestly use whatever you feel comfortable with. It's just about the mark making. So yeah, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to use felt tips just so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use a nice dark colour. So I'll go for a purple. Hello Sophie and hello Olivia. How are you doing? Excellent. I've just seen, so Lynn's put, can feel myself getting out of my comfort zone. Expressive drawing is about getting you out of your comfort zone, but none of it is hard. I promise you, this is nice, easy stuff that I'm going to do this week. I promise you none of it is hard. So don't worry, don't panic. So I'm going to lower you guys down so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to draw around. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I'm just going to draw around my plate. Just so that I've got a nice round, ooh, sliding a bit. There we go. Almost just goes off my page. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that as our template. So the idea of this, and I've called it the exercise a single line, but I've also been with a lot of other people who call it taking your pen or taking the line for a walk. And the idea is that you are just going to create a very abstract, Lynn, don't freak out that I've said abstract, a very quick abstract design, and you're not going to take the pencil or the pen off the page. So it's just one line, it's a single line. Now, you can decide now whether that's going to be very angular and very very much kind of straight lines as you're going, or whether it's going to be more curvy. I am more of a curvy person, so mine is going to be curvy, but you can decide, you can absolutely decide. And it's just about filling that space, so filling your circle with that line. Okay, so I'm going to just start over here, and I'm gonna go for more of a curvy line. And I'm just literally, as people say, taking the line or taking the pen for a walk. And sometimes I might go in tighter. And sometimes I might come out bigger. But the idea is that you are creating an abstract, and don't take the pen or the pencil off the page. So this is just to help you. A little bit like the mandalas that we were doing as well, actually. It's a little bit like that. Don't freak out, people. You are literally just taking it for a walk. And you're just creating. I'm going very curvy, but as I say, you might want to go kind of more straight lines, and you're just filling that space. Oh, I've gone over that one. So you can see that I've crossed over the line there, and you absolutely can do that. As long as you don't take the pencil or the pen off the page. I was going to ask how you're all doing, but obviously I've just realised that you can't actually answer me, can you? Not if you want to keep that pen on the page. And you're just going to keep going. Now, do you remember, or some of you might still do it, but I remember when I was little, drawing lots of different circles or different shapes like this, and then you had to colour them in without having two colours the same next to each other. So this is kind of like this, so you could, if you wanted to, I think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop with the circle. If you wanted to, you could then colour all those bits in. If you wanted to. It's up to you. It's up to you. So it's literally just about taking it for a walk and taking that, making that abstract design without having to think about it too much, without having to concentrate too much. You're just making sure you don't take the pencil or the pen off the page. Now you can do this very zigzaggy. I appreciate if you're still going, keep going, guys. Don't please ignore me. So I'm going to do this just with a straight line, just so you guys can kind of see the difference. Obviously that one is very curvy. So these can make really good backgrounds for like your sketchbook pages or things like that as well. Or just that doodling, it helps you doodle sometimes. I don't know if you're like me, sometimes I get stuck in a bit of a rut with doodling and I end up doodling exactly the same thing. Stars normally for me, I normally do little 5-pointer stars and boxes. But this can just break you out of that, and it can just help you get some inspiration to start going, especially if you're looking at like a brand new sketchbook or something like that you just blank white pages, no idea what I'm going to put. Especially if it's something like that, it can really help you just get going with something rather than waiting to create or make the perfect thing or the perfect look. Just put something on the page. So I'm going to do a straight one now. I'm going to do kind of more zigzaggy line, go up to the edge there. Ooh! Try and remain in the circle. So you can really get some beautiful designs out of this. As I say, if you want to colour that in afterwards as well, you can. It's entirely up to you how you want to use it. They can look really beautiful coloured in. Woo! Took the pen off the page. Yeah. Got to the edge. So, how are you all doing? Have you finished your first one? Have you done it? I'm going to stop there. Okay. That was a very quick one. Oh, bless you, Kate. Yeah, try it with the little ones as well. This is really good for smaller people to join in as well. All they know is that they have to keep within that circle and not take the pen or the pencil off the page. Yeah, it's a really good one to do with little ones. So that's my second one. I know you can see the first one coming through the back there a little bit. A bit more zigzaggy. And my nice curvy one. So it's really a meditative thing as well, a bit like the mandalas that we did with the watercolour paint. So also we do that with pens. I think we did that with pens. A little bit like that. It's quite meditative. It's quite relaxing to use. Obviously I went very quickly with that last one, but you can really take your time with them. And as I say, as long as you set yourself kind of a couple of rules, has to stay within the circle, can't take the pen or pencil off the paper, and whether it's going to be more straight lines or curvy, or whether it's going to be more of a scribble, it's really up to you what those kind of rules and those parameters are. But it can create some really beautiful abstract designs and just completely free you up. And you don't have to keep them. You can screw them up and chuck them away afterwards. You know, it really is about freeing you guys up. With your drawing. It's just about making that mark on the page, on a blank page. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at negative space, which is kind of a more technical thing, but we're going to do it in quite a nice fun way. So you'll need your paper, you'll need either a black pen or a felt tip or a pencil. It's entirely up to you, whichever you prefer using, but you will need to colour in a large amount of the paper. So pencil might be easier. And you'll need something to draw tomorrow. So whether it's something like a house plant works quite nicely, because they're quite nice different shapes, very lots of different shapes. Something that's interesting, something that's got an interesting shape to it. And that's maybe got holes in it as well. So like a house plant kind of crosses over, so you've got kind of gaps in there. Yeah, house plant's quite a good one actually. Anything you like though to draw tomorrow, that's what we're going to bring with you. Paper and a pencil or a pen. That's it. That's all it for today. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Diane. It's just a really quick way to just get you making something, creating something. I think that's Imogen. Can't wait for tomorrow. Excellent, excellent. I do have Stitch here with me today, who's decided to make a little bit of a gallery over there. Bless him. He's obviously missing going to museums and galleries, so he's decided to create his own. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining. It's a very quick one today, because it was just that kind of getting into it Monday, should we call it, after the weekend. So please do carry on creating. If you've got any more of these, do carry on, do some more. Set yourself different rules or different parameters. Maybe you do half and half. Maybe half of the circle's one thing, half is the other. Take the pictures, don't forget to pop them below. And if anybody would like to donate to Arty Farty Retreat, I will pop the link below as well, in the hope that I can reopen the studio when all of this is over and we can safely see each other again and be creative socially. Thank you so much, guys. See you all soon. See you tomorrow at 2. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm probably going to go back up in the loft and look at costumes. See you later, guys. Bye.